Welcome, everyone. Fred Gleek here with Bill DeWeese yet again. As you can see from his outfit, he's in the cold Chicagoland area.
Where it's about 60 degrees today, believe it or
Oh,
not.
nice.
Yeah, it feels like spring.
Yeah, so I know that this has been, I don't really know what kind of a week you had because I've been out and about. So why don't you tell us
Yeah,
the overall and then
it's a slow week. $3,400, actually just under that. Yeah,
3,400 you said?
34. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So it was a slower week this week, which was actually not unwelcome considering. I mean, we did like $6,800 the week of Thanksgiving and 5,200 last week. So it allowed me. I had not auditioned very much at all, and so I've been spending time auditioning. So you know how the cycle goes. Things slow down, you audition, things pick up.
You can't. Yeah, I mean, when things pick up, then you got to make sure. And that brings up the question. I mean, again, for most people who are not yet at full capacity, they've got to reserve time. And this might be a good question is when should people be doing their auditions? I guess it depends on their own kind of personal cycle as to when they're
Yeah,
best. Being
that's
at,
that's certainly part of it because we all kind of know ourselves, and when we're like some people are morning people, some aren't. If you're not, you probably shouldn't be recording auditions in the morning.
yep.
As a matter of fact, you'll love this. A little self-disclosure. I had a client actually emailed Mallory yesterday and said, "I think it sounds like Bill is struggling with his allergies. Can you have him do this line again?" I don't have any allergy problems right now. I was just tired. So the more
Actually, Mallory gets back and says, "Oh, actually, he did that in his sleep."
And I didn't feel too bad. Actually, this is one of my clients. It's on the bubble with me right now. And so it was first thing in the morning, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't really, I didn't push too hard.
Got
Uh,
it.
yeah, so they may not be with me much longer anyhow.
Which doesn't sound like it's a big problem for you.
No, it's not. It's interesting, but this is something to talk about. We looked, we Mallory ran a report for me last week to see who the top producers were, and this particular company that I'm referring to yielded me about $20,000 in income last year, which nothing to sneeze at by any stretch of the imagination. But they're taking a huge. The time that I spend for them is not nearly in proportion, uh,
It'd be
to
nice.
what I get paid.
It'd be nice if, and again, yet another item for you to put on the list, but wouldn't it be interesting if, in addition to the work and the dollars, you could record the amount of time it took to do a job so we could get a dollars per hour metric?
Well, and I can give that to you with these guys. Well, actually, I don't. I mean, I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it wouldn't be hard to figure out.
Got it.
It's not nearly high enough. I know that.
Yeah, so you suspect that even though you made 20 grand, you could have made much more if those hours had been devoted to another client.
Absolutely. And so here's the thing. I've been working for them for probably 7 or 8 years.
Got it?
Long time, and they're great. I mean, I like them.
Yep.
But they have not raised the rates during that time. 7 or 8 years, still paying the same it did back then, which, and it's high volume work, which is fine. But what I will do probably this week or within the next few weeks, I'll just say it's no longer financially, feasible for me to work for you. And most clients will come back and offer me more money, and
Right.
they may not. I don't know. They're a pretty big operation. We'll see.
What's the feeling? Are you guessing they won't?
I don't think they will, because
Yeah.
I think they're a relatively big operation, and there are probably a lot of people waiting in the wings, which is great. For somebody else.
Yeah, making room for the new talent. Oh,
Making room for the new talent. That's right.
perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and get
Okay.
started
Yeah.
on Monday.
So Monday, I did some CAD training. I did some work for New Mexico PBS, and I did some work for Immaculate Heart Radio.
Okay.
So those are my Monday clients. Tuesday, I did some more work for New Mexico PBS. Did 2 sessions for them this week. Usually, I only do 1 session a week this week too.
Yep.
And then I did an infomercial. Be watching for the Daryl Donna Eagle Eyes viewer to help you see things you might otherwise miss. Those who are aging and beginning to lose our
So
vision.
what kind of a product is this? This is something that makes it, I put it over my glasses or
Yeah,
what?
well, actually, I don't even know because I only know what was in the script. There was no picture, there's no visual, and it leaves a lot out because obviously it goes with the TV commercial. So I don't
Right.
know, but it's something to help you see things that you might not otherwise. It sounds like they'd be like almost like reading glasses that would be goggles that you put
Is
over
this a is
glasses.
this a 60-second spot or what is it?
It's a 30 and a 60.
30 and a 60. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I did some surgical coding narration. That's hard work. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
because you're talking about all these, operating procedures and the codes. The coding's not hard, 05595. It's the verbiage that goes,
Pronouncing.
yeah, yeah, there you go. All that stuff. Um, I did a corporate read this week using Source Connect it was my first Source Connect session since getting
How'd it
that
go?
last week. It went great. I
Yeah.
talked to the engineer afterwards. He said it was flawless. He said he's loving it.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's making you feel like if anybody still has DSL, sounds like now's the time to drop it.
If you're using ISDN,
Right.
it's there's still some people using it, but it's I have not lost any work since losing ISDN, not a bit. So
Beauty.
take it for what it's worth.
Beauty.
Did some cloud computing narration work. Then into Wednesday, some driver safety training, some more CAD training. I did a TV promo in Europe for some extreme sports program called Game On.
Okay.
And then let's see, a training narration for plumbers who install commercial toilets using something called carriers. It's like some support bracket for a commercial toilet. Everything you want to know about commercial toilets, but we're afraid to ask.
Yep.
Thursday, I did some training for Hitachi. I picked up a new client on Thursday through voices.com. And here's kind of my tidbit of the week, my tidbit of wisdom. If you receive a private invitation from a pay-to-play site where they contact you and you see that you're the only one who's been invited, always bid at the higher end
Yeah.
because they're coming to you, plus there's no other competition.
Yeah, you have a monopoly.
So I went to the very high end, and within minutes I had the job.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so that was, so those are my only two jobs on Thursday. And then today, I did another program for Bluecello Meridian Software. It manages technical data, and did a political ad for
And what
some.
about for who?
It was someplace in California for a local, is like a city superintendent position. Helen Fisicaro was her name.
Got it.
So that was it.
And that's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all. There's $3,400 right there.
Wow. So, I mean, I don't want to artificially enhance or inflate the length of this particular podcast slash YouTube video. So, given the fact that we're getting near the holidays, it sounds like Fred and Deweese out.
We're preparing for our first annual Elf Christmas party where we're going to watch the movie Elf with our family, and we're all dressing in like elf pajamas, and Vicky's got the house decorated. It's pretty cool stuff.
Very elfish.
Yeah, I wish you guys were here in the Chicago area. You guys
I
can
wish I
join
was.
us.
Now, the thing is, have you invited Will Ferrell?
No, we have not. Do you know him? I know you used to live in New York.
No, but I would send him an invitation. In fact, I would create a video. Seriously, I would create a video, try and get it to somewhere that he might see it. He's the kind of guy that and I think he's from the Chicagoland area. You never know.
Well, maybe next year, since this one's tonight, maybe next year I'll do
Oh,
that. We'll
okay.
see what happens.
Oh, I don't know. Short notice, he may not make it.
I love it. Well, hey, you and the Gleeks have a good weekend.
Okay, sounds good. We'll talk to you
All right,
soon.
thanks, Fred. All right,
Bye.
bye-bye.